Hi guys, so today I'm showing you all how to make this classic dessert that I grew up with, sweet potato pudding or pone, whichever way you know it, we making it today. Now this dessert and I go way back because I remember growing up we had so much sweet potatoes in the house. My mother used to sell them, so every weekend there was sweet potato pudding in the house. I have my mother helping me today, so this is perfect. I'm sharing the recipe with you guys and showing you how we make it. Now I'm using red sweet potatoes, which you guys obviously see here, but you could use the white sweet potatoes that are more commonly found in the Caribbean, which we really use for sweet potato pudding most of the times. But you could use this one, as you can see clearly, because I'm using this one here today. So if you don't have the white one, you could use the red one, and you just want to wash it, and then grate it on the finest side of your grater. That side right there, and this is the side that will give it that kind of puree texture. And guys, it does taste pretty much the same, so don't worry about it tasting different with the different kinds of sweet potato. So after you grate your sweet potatoes, you want to go ahead and add some ginger. And here I'm adding a reasonable sized piece of ginger. Well, my mom is. I love the taste of ginger in sweet potato pudding. It gives it that oomph. It really what makes a difference for me. Alright guys, so this is what your thing should look like. Something like this. And I've already started adding some milk. You want to add whatever milk you have on hand, liquid milk that is. And here I'm incorporating some flour in the mixture. For my Caribbean people, if you have Tanya on hand, you could grate some Tanya in there as well. But if you don't, you could just use flour as I am using. It is going to come out just fine. So I'm just using all-purpose flour and I'm mixing it in. And the flour or Tanya, whichever one you have on hand and choose to use, that's what give it the body and hold it together so that it firm up. And you know sweet potato pudding have this kind of sticky texture, so yeah, that's what you kind of want. And this is my mother just doing her thing. I am going to try to get a more accurate recipe for you guys, but if you Caribbean, you know we don't really measure things. When you're making pudding, you ain't going and measure 5 pound of potato. You just peel your potato, you grate, and you eyeball and you mix and you look at the texture and you judge, okay, is it too watery? Is it too stiff? Let me add a little bit more milk to loosen it up. This is how we roll. We don't measure things like that, but I'm gonna try, you guys, to see if I can get a measurement for you guys, okay? All right, now I'm going to add some brown sugar. Some vanilla extract. As well as some cinnamon powder. And lots of nutmeg. If you have the actual nutmeg, you could grate some in there or just use the powder. I'm showing you guys the lazy version today. Okay, but it tastes just as good. And then I'm going to add some butter in there. As well as some white sugar. And you want to make sure your butter is room temperature, guys. I mean, whenever you're baking, you want to make sure that your ingredients are room temperature because it ensures that everything incorporates properly and evenly in your mixture, right? And you could taste throughout the process of you mixing so that you know what you want to tweak. I always start off with 1 cup brown sugar, 1 cup white sugar. 1 tablespoon cinnamon, 1 tablespoon nutmeg, and then I go from there. I tweak it based on how I feel, what I taste, if I want more sugar, if I want more cinnamon. And we all know nobody makes one little tray of pudding. If you decide you're going to make potato pudding, you're making at least 2-3 trays of potato pudding. Nobody makes one, so I know you're making a lot. So you would at least need 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar to start off. So this is how I do it, and I just mix it in and I tweak as I go based on my palate. And this is the consistency that you want right here. Make sure you well grease your pans, and then I'm going to go ahead and add the mixture in my pans. And then you want to bake at 350 for about an hour and 20 minutes or so. You want to check when it's about 3/4 way done. Poke a knife in and just test to see if it's wet or if the knife comes out clean. And you guys, there you go. There you have your potato pudding. Earlier, I couldn't wait. I just had to cut it. I just had to go in. I didn't even wait for it to cool off and set properly. I just had to. Now, potato pudding is really easy to make. So I really hope that you guys try this. Just get you some sweet potato and try it, okay? And I'll see you guys in my next one later.